If your old dog has started following you from room to room, never letting you out of their sight, there's a reason behind it that most owners don't discover until it's too late to fully appreciate. This isn't clinginess. It isn't confusion. It's one of the most quietly profound things a dog will ever do, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what they're telling you. As dogs age, many owners notice a shift. A dog who used to nap alone in another room suddenly wants to be wherever you are. Kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, it doesn't matter. This change isn't about neediness. It's a deep instinctual response tied to how dogs process safety, bonding, and time. As dogs enter their senior years, hearing and eyesight often begin to decline. The world that once felt predictable becomes uncertain. You, your voice, your scent, your presence, become the one constant they can still rely on completely. Following you isn't confusion. It's anchoring themselves to the one thing that still makes sense. Dogs regulate their own stress partly through closeness to their attachment figure, and that's you. Studies on aging dogs have shown that proximity to a trusted owner can measurably lower heart rate and stress hormones. As their body changes and aches in ways they can't understand, staying near you becomes a source of physical, not just emotional relief. While dogs can't understand mortality the way humans do, research increasingly shows they're remarkably attuned to subtle changes in the people and animals around them. Shifts in scent caused by illness, changes in mobility, even changes in their own body. Some behaviorists believe this heightened closeness in aging dogs may be, in part, their own way of responding to internal changes they can feel but can't name. Older dogs often show stronger attachment to routine and familiar people because their brains, like ours, can experience age-related cognitive changes. Multiple studies have found that canine cognitive dysfunction, sometimes called dog dementia, is common in senior dogs, and one of its hallmark signs is increased attachment and difficulty being separated from their owner. Following you may be, in part, their way of holding onto what feels familiar in a world that's becoming harder to navigate. When an old dog shadows you constantly, they're not asking for less independence, they're asking for reassurance. Simple things matter more now: a hand resting on them while you work, letting them nap in the same room, not rushing them when they take longer to follow you somewhere. It costs you very little. To them, it means everything. Many owners of dogs who have passed say the same thing afterward: they wish they'd slowed down more during those final months. Not because they did anything wrong, but because it's easy not to notice how meaningful ordinary moments were until they're gone. A dog quietly following you around isn't a burden to manage. It's a closing chapter, and they're choosing to spend it as close to you as possible. Your old dog following you everywhere isn't confusion, and it isn't dependence. It's their way of staying close to the person who has meant the most to them, for as long as they still can. If your dog does this, take a moment today to notice it, not as an inconvenience, but as the quiet, honest devotion it actually is. If you've ever had a dog who did this, tell me about them in the comments. I'd love to hear their story.